Where the heck am I? Marty thought to himself as he slowly opened his eyes. The haziness of his vision not helping the situation. It was cold and dark, and only a creepy blue light illuminated the cave-like room he found himself in. He tried to move, but his arms and legs were bound to a steel surface that looked like the arrayed tails he used to see at the hospital where his mom worked as a nurse. Only this wasn't the hospital, and the place reeked of a nasty chemical smell. The last thing Marty could remember was walking through the neighborhood skate park. He had just had an argument with his mom about his slipping grades in science class and decided to take his skateboard out for a spin to cool his head. After a few rides, the sky suddenly parted and a green beam of light struck down from the heavens. Before he could even scream, Marty was knocked out cold and was levitating toward the odd spacecraft, the source of the weird green light. And now he's trapped. You see, Marty liked to move, and being on his board made him feel like he was cutting through the wind, free both of worry and the trappings of brain-draining academics. His current predicament, his worst nightmare come to life. Croaks, croaks, croaks. The sound went, making Marty flinch as soon as he heard it. The noise reminded him of the crickets in their backyard. From the shadows emerged three towering figures, lanky and with huge, bulging heads. They looked too heavy for their frail bodies. They were gray-skinned, slimy, and reptilian. In their eyes, Marty saw only blackness, deep and disturbing and enormous. In their curiosity, Marty realized that those beings were emitting the sounds, communicating to one another in an alien language. Marty started to freak out, shaking his body in an effort to escape. For some reason, he knew these things had evil intentions. Ironically, the whole situation reminded him of his recent biology lesson, where he and his classmates were tasked to dissect a living rock. Only now, he was a helpless amphibian, and these extraterrestrials were the careless students. He just knew that he did not want to be on the receiving end of any sharp tools. From out of nowhere, one of the aliens brought out a tiny, shiny object that resembled a handgun. Its long, baby fingers cradled the trigger as it pointed the barrel and at Marty's forehead. This is it, he thought, surrendering to the idea of a quick demise at the hands of these strange monsters. No time to say goodbye or sorry to Mom. No way to redeem my stinky grades in science class. No mustering the courage to finally talk to Lisa, my crush who always wears her hair in a high ponytail. No opportunity for one last ride on my sweet, sweet skateboard, doing flips and tricks and getting up when I fall down. No more Marty. And as the red laser beam shot straight into his forehead, a tingling sensation came over him. It hurt, but not in the way that a punch or a kick or a scrape to the knee did, but electric, like a brain freeze from a super duper cold smoothie. It felt like a worm was boring its way through his skull, digging deeper and deeper and deeper still. He let out one final primal scream of terror, a shout so loud that it could have shook the entire universe, made the planets crumble, and sent meteors crashing down to Earth. Before his eyes caved from the pain, he could see the harbingers of his torment looking down on him as if all this was normal, their buggy eyes bulging with intensity. And then there was darkness, so still and deafening that Marty's sound was bound with something somewhat comforting. The voice that finally roused him from slumber was warm and familiar. It was a soothing sound, unlike that of those annoying crickets with scary operating tools that were, for some reason, lingering between his ears. "Marty," she said, "finally, you're awake." It was his mother looking worried and frantic in her nursing scrubs. As she always does, he thought, "Are you okay?" she asked, her eyebrows meeting in the middle of her brow, as if they were going in for a kiss. "What happened to me?" Marty asked, holding the back of his head in pulsating pain, making its presence unknown. "Our neighbors found you in the skate park, unconscious and laying on the cement," she replied. "They brought you home. I was so worried." Marty looked to the floor of his bedroom. There he saw a skateboard broken in half, a tragic mess that could have been the source of his throbbing noggin. His body hurt as well, his limbs weak and bruised, as if they'd been pinned down for a really, really long time. "I think I fell while I was trying to do unholy, Ma," he said to comfort her. But just like his mom, he was unsure of this explanation. Giving her one just felt like the important thing to do. "I'm sorry about being hard on you because of your grades," she told him, her voice cracking as she tried to get the words out. "I don't mean to be a nag, son. I just want what's best for you. But thank heavens, I'm just so happy to know that you're okay." With that, tears are now streaming down her plump cheeks. She gave him a hug, one so tight and hard and kind of claustrophobic that Marty couldn't move. "I know, me too," he told her as his eyes turned into an otherworldly shade of blackness, deep and disturbing and enormous.